Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This for his running back, McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18.
First down, Chiefs. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Here we go.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on second and goal.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Lott throwing on second down. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
44-5.
Lock to throw on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10.
Hey, exit. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Block now on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 6-0 our score after 1.
Broncos nothing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pull it high. Deep dribble.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. It's Kelsey on the ground. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. McCoy. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Hey, pick your game up.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been running.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Go. 13. Check 13.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Lock going to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, and this one's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denying 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, man, watch the boot. Attack. Mike 5-4.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Good job, D. Good job, D.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal on 19 yards.
The kick by McManus is good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And some room to work. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Freeman again. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Royce Freeman, 42 yards. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult.
And the pressure gets to him again. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They're going to need some therapy after this. 44.
On first down, Locke. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 27, Locke. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another run by Lindsey. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Look at me, zipper!
From the gun on 3rd down. Block. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 89 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back-to-back good plays, have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready. Mike spoke. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Charlie. You got tight.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke airing it out for Hamilton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City 1st.
Check. Walk 54. Bring it.
10th carry now for McCoy. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's McCoy, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
General West. Big grip. Big grip.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, Zoo.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. I don't think you got it, son. Mike's 59. Mike's...
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 59, Mike.
Zoo.
On 2nd and 15 now. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 32 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go.
Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 42 yards. Well, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a return will stop right around the 25. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a
up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I'm in this magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do